Hey guys, welcome to PHP from Scratch. So this course is designed for both beginners and experienced developers alike. And I designed it for learners who really want to grasp both the basics and advanced concepts of PHP programming. And I just want to take a little time to explain a bit about how this course is structured, because the way that you take it can really depend on your skill level and where you're at. So the course kicks off with very beginner-friendly sections. I would say these are more like learning modules where you'll dive into fundamental PHP topics like data types, functions, loops and iterations, superglobals, object-oriented programming. This foundation is crucial for understanding the core principles of PHP. Now, as the course progresses, we kind of shift gears towards a hands-on project-based approach. We're actually going to be creating a job listing website from scratch. And one thing that I really want to make clear is that it's not really about building a job listing website. In all honesty, the project could be anything. The goal of this project is to give you a real world example of how to build and structure a PHP application from scratch. Vanilla PHP, no framework or anything like that. Because I think you don't find many courses, at least in my experience, that take this approach. I think most courses focus on just teaching you the basics or jumping into a framework like Laravel. So this course and this project are really meant for you to kind of understand how a framework like Laravel works under the hood. And that's why I think it's a great precursor to learning Laravel. In fact, in the coming months, I'll be releasing a Laravel course, and we're going to be building basically the same project, but Laravel offers a lot more features, so we'll be able to add more features to the project. In this course, we're going to be building it from the ground up. So I'll just go over some of the things that we'll be doing. So we'll be creating the entire, directory structure, separating the core or the framework of our application from things like controllers and views. And we'll create our own router that's inspired by the Laravel framework. It'll even be able to handle middleware for authorizations to protect certain routes. And we'll be using Laravel-like namespacing and auto-loading to keep our code organized and clean. We'll use the PSR4 standard for auto-loading classes with Composer. What else? We're going to be creating our own database class that works with PDO, and that will handle our database connection to MySQL, as well as querying the database. And we're going to learn quite a bit of SQL as well. And we'll be creating our own authentication system where you can log in, register. We're going to relate users to job listings, so only that particular listing owner can manage that listing. And we'll also do things like add search functionality, so we can search by keyword and location. So we're doing this without any help from any framework or any libraries. And that's what I really want to stress. And we're going to be building this from, absolute scratch. And this is a great way to learn how to build a PHP application, but it's also a great way to learn how a framework like Laravel works under the hood. Now, there's a few ways to take this course, and that really depends on where you're at, your skill level. If you're a beginner, I would say, go through the course in order, start at the beginning, and just go through all the learning modules and then the project. But if you're more experienced, you can kind of skip around the beginner sections, or just, go to the ones where you don't feel 100% comfortable with that topic. And then you can just jump right into the project. So you can always go back and review the beginner sections if you need to. What I don't want to happen is to have more experienced developers just start in the beginner sections and say, well, this course is too easy, I already know this stuff, and give up. Because I promise you that it does get more advanced as we move along. All right, so I think you guys will like it a lot. I think you'll learn a lot. So let's get started.